Scooter is down right now. He is on the ground.
Tonight, tracking the latest out of New Hampshire, where police say one person and the gunman are dead following a shooting at a hospital.
It's like losing your best friend. It's just a piece of your life just gone.
An officer is left without his partner. Why a special bond between police dogs and their handlers makes their job unique.
We're looking at a chance for rain coming in as the weekend continues. The latest timing and how much we should be expecting next at 10.
From KWCH, you're watching 12 News at 10.
Tonight, police confirming that a security guard is dead after a shooting at a New Hampshire psychiatric hospital.
We also know that the gunman is dead after being shot by a state trooper. Police there confirming the shooting took place at an inpatient psychiatric hospital in the front lobby around 3:30 in the afternoon. CPR was performed on 63-year-old Bradley Haas, who was a State Department security guard at the hospital, but he did later die. All patients are safe, but the hospital will remain temporarily closed to visitors. The motive of the shooting remains unclear. Authorities say they will provide an update on that investigation Saturday morning.
I also hold you responsible for the 3 raids and inadvertently for the death of Joanne Meyer.
The city of Marion isn't just searching for a new police chief tonight, but in the new year will also be searching for a new city administrator. It has now been more than 3 months since that police raid on the paper and 2 homes in Marion County. Today, the city administrator, Brogan Jones, confirms to 12 News he submitted his resignation. At Monday's Marion City Council meeting, outgoing council member Ruth Herbel, whose home was also raided, blamed the city administrator for what unfolded in August. She says this started over an email containing a driving record of a DUI of someone who lives in Marion. An email she says was intended to be kept between her and Jones.
That you shared has become the center of the raids that happened August 11th.
The email was part of the justification former police chief Gideon Cody used in the application for 3 search warrants, saying the driving record was obtained illegally. The state database used to get the information is public, though, and it was accessed legally. The warrants were later pulled. The KBI says it is still investigating.
Tomorrow, the big game up in Lawrence, the Sunflower Showdown. Kansas State paying a visit to Kansas for a primetime kickoff of 6. Let's get on over to Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Ross Jansen, because it sounds like it should be a perfect night for some football, Ross.
Rachel, it can be a little risky having a football game in mid-November. We could have snow, we could have ice, bitter wind chills, and we're not going to have any of the above. It looks like 53 degrees when the game gets underway, and not just comfortable temperatures for mid-November, but the wind speeds are going to be fairly light. When the game wraps up tomorrow evening, 45. No need for any rain gear, even though we have a good chance of rain on the way this weekend. It holds off until Sunday. You won't have to worry about it tomorrow. We start out rather chilly, down in the 30s around daybreak. We'll get to 64 by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 p.m. sunshine and 66. The rain will probably not start until late tomorrow night. Future Track at this time Saturday evening shows the clouds. Watch the rain start to blossom here south and east of Dodge City, and then it starts to overspread central and northern Kansas around 5 a.m. Sunday. For Wichita, we'll probably start to see some rain just as the sun gets ready to come up on Sunday morning. When we come back here in a few minutes, we'll show you just how much rain we're expecting, and a coast-to-coast storm system could impact your holiday travel coming up next week. We'll give you all of those details and the rest of your 10-day forecast when we see you later on.
Ross, thank you. Tonight, police dogs and their handlers. It is a special bond that makes their job unique. Central County Sheriff K-9 Bain was killed while doing his job, leaving his handler without a partner.
So how special is this relationship? Brandon Stitt talked to a retired sheriff sergeant today about his experience supervising K-9 units and tells us what these dogs mean to their handlers. Brandon?
Mike, Rachel, it's not uncommon for officers or deputies to have a partner, but one that goes home with you, well, that's what makes these partners different. For retired Sedgwick County Sergeant Troy Wells, he's seen how these dogs and their handlers truly become a family.
They're just like a little kid to you.
For Troy Wells, he knows.
I was a sergeant with the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office over the K-9 unit.
As a supervisor, Sergeant Wells didn't have his own K-9 partner, but he watched the formation of a special bond.
And these dogs look at the handler like their mom or dad or a brother or sister, and that's the way the handlers look at the dogs. Unbelievable bond that you get.
A bond that can even start a conversation.
They rode with me while their handler was out of town, and and I just took them with me just to get them out of their kennels, and I'd catch myself just talking to them.
But when it comes to their job,
they're helping law enforcement get drugs off the street. They're helping catch the bad guys, and a lot of these bad guys that would do harm to people, we want them off the streets.
doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
And they live to do that job. Those dogs love that job.
Thursday, when a deputy and his partner Bain were trying to do just that, Bain was killed.
It's like losing your best friend. I mean, everybody handles it differently, but I mean, it's just a piece of your life just gone.
It's something that these handlers know can happen, but they hope it never does.
They give their lives for the partner, which he did.
Jail records identify this man accused of killing Bain. 24-year-old Kalen Kirkwood was booked into Sedgwick County Jail on multiple charges, including inflicting harm or death to a dog and 2 counts of aggravated assault on an officer. Wichita police say Kirkwood was wanted for warrants for robbery and domestic violence. They found him hiding in a storm drain near Pawnee and Rock. Police say that's when Kirkwood strangled the canine service dog Bain. If convicted on the charges related to Bain's death, he faces a minimum of 30 days in jail, a mandatory psychological evaluation, and up to a $5,000 fine. His bond for all of those charges is set at more than $1.2 million.
Brandon, thank you. With Thanksgiving nearly here, travel is starting. Police across the state making sure you and your passengers are safe. So tomorrow, agencies will take part in what they're calling the Safe Arrival campaign. They'll be paying extra attention to people who are not buckled up while traveling.
The opening of an emergency winter shelter in northeast Wichita sees a delay. Today, local and state officials met downtown to discuss homelessness in the community, including the temporary shelter opening on East 21st Street. City officials now tell us they hope to have it open before Thanksgiving. The city's director of housing and communication says a big part of the problem is the city's lack of funding to adequately address homelessness.
The city receives only $255,000 a year to address homelessness in the city, and they cap it at 60. We can only use 60% of that to support shelter operations. You're talking like $140,000. It's not much. And we have 7 different shelters that we support. And so giving each of them $18,000 really doesn't go very far.
Leaders also discussed long-term solutions for homelessness in the Wichita area. Sedgwick County Commissioner Brian Beatty says that the board will begin the discussion of requesting grant funding from the state for the upcoming budget. New at 10, Humankind Ministries is asking for your help. They're looking for buses and drivers for this winter season, help with transportation to and from the emergency winter shelter. Help will be needed Monday through Friday from 9:30 in the morning until 6 at night. If you or anyone you know are wanting to volunteer, you can call Humankind with the number on the bottom of your screen or find more information on our website.
So we've been telling you this week about a recall on these applesauce pouches. So we're getting some new information. The FDA says a number of reported illnesses are linked to potential lead contamination from these pouches. The FDA says it now believes cinnamon used in these applesauce pouches may be the source of that contamination. It says it's screening shipments of cinnamon from other countries now. That's what it's doing to look for possible lead contamination. The FDA says it's received 34 reports of illness linked to these. Cases have been identified now in 22 states. So far, no illnesses have been reported in other products containing the spice.
Tonight, the United Nations warning of the growing possibility of widespread starvation in Gaza because of a lack of fuel. As the humanitarian situation grows more dire in Gaza, Israel announced it will allow 2 fuel tankers a day into the territory following a special request from U.S. officials. The fuel will be used to support Gaza's collapsing water and sewage treatment services, as well as Gaza's communication system.
Today, U.S. Senator Roger Marshall talking with representatives from the Jewish community after the U.S. Department of Education says it's investigating several schools around the nation, and that includes the Mays School District, for possible anti-Semitic or anti-Muslim harassment. Members of the Jewish congregations, as well as Wichita Police Chief Joe Sullivan, were there to talk about concerns. Most in attendance say they feel safe here, but there was talk surrounding the U.S. Department of Ed's investigation into the Mays District. Senator Marshall says while he does not have any details, he has faith in the school district to set things right.
It's the old bully in the playground, so let's nip that in the bud and make sure whether it's Jewish people that don't feel safe or Palestinians that don't feel safe, everyone should feel safe in America.
The May School District says it was informed of the investigation Thursday night, but has not received a formal complaint. It says they plan to cooperate fully with the investigation. 6 colleges and universities across the nation also being investigated for the same thing.
Drivers in Wichita, listen as your weekend travel is going to be changing up. Tomorrow, southbound I-135 will be closed at I-235. If you're driving south on 135, you will be diverted onto southbound 235. Work will start at 6:30 in the morning, should wrap up around 2. Sunday during those same times, northbound I-135 will be closed from 29th Street to the K96 junction. You'll then be diverted off of 135 onto eastbound K96. The weekend closures will also impact travel on K96 near Hillside both of those days. We have all of those details on this weekend's closures on the 12 News app or also on KWCH.com.
All right, it is Catch Kansas Friday, and it is a good one. Our sports crew out across the state. We have a rematch for the ages out of Cheney tonight.
Well, may the weather dog, a Thanksgiving turkey, and your Saturday travel forecast not looking too bad for those major airport hubs like Atlanta, Chicago should all have dry weather tomorrow, but we do have a coast-to-coast storm system that could impact the weather coming up next week. We'll get to the details on that, plus the Sunday rain chance. It's all coming up right after the break.
From KWCH, you are watching 12 News at 10. Online at KWCH.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.